During an IVF cycle, one of the most exciting milestones is egg retrieval, the process of collecting eggs from the ovaries. This is an important step that happens in the clinic, and behind the scenes, there's a lot of preparation and coordination happening in the IVF lab. In this video, we'll walk you through what to expect on egg retrieval day and give you a glimpse into the IVF lab where all the magic happens. The IVF embryologists begin their work early. They prepare the dishes where your eggs and embryos will be placed for the next few days. The culture media, which keeps the eggs healthy, is also prepared and placed into an incubator to reach the perfect temperature. Having everything at the right temperature is essential for successful IVF, and it starts well before your egg retrieval. On the big day, the IVF team arrives early to ensure that all the equipment is at the correct temperature. The egg retrieval room is prepared with test tubes that will collect the fluid from the follicles, kept warm in special warming blocks. Once the setup is ready, the procedure staff creates a sterile area for the doctor, where the IVF aspiration needle will be connected to a suction pump. When you arrive at the clinic, you'll be given anesthesia to ensure you're comfortable. The doctor will use ultrasound to guide the aspiration needle through the vaginal wall and into the ovaries, where the follicles are located. Once the needle is in position, the doctor will activate the suction pump, collecting the follicular fluid, which contains the eggs. This process is repeated until all follicles are aspirated. The collected fluid is then brought to the embryologist, who works in a controlled environment called an IVF isolette, where the temperature, humidity, and gas composition are carefully monitored. Inside the isolette, the embryologist will carefully scan the fluid under a microscope, looking for the eggs among the tiny cells called granulosa cells. Once the eggs are found, they are transferred to a new dish with fresh media, and the search continues until all possible eggs are retrieved. Meanwhile, the patient is waking up in the recovery area, ready to head home after a brief rest. The collected eggs are placed in an incubator to keep them at the ideal conditions. At this point, the semen sample is either collected and prepared, or previously frozen sperm is thawed for fertilization. After a few hours, the eggs are examined for maturity. If they're mature, they are injected with sperm under a microscope in a process called ICSI. The fertilized eggs are then placed back in the incubator for further development, and the next day, we'll check to see if they've successfully fertilized and are growing as expected. In just a few days, the embryos will be ready for transfer or may be frozen for future use. This is just one step of the IVF process, and we're here to guide and support you through each phase. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful information on your IVF journey with IVF Origin Agency.